second graders. It's Mrs. Siebert, Regan, and Ollie over here. And I'm going to do our next read aloud. The second place winner was Amelia Bedelia Road Trip. So this is the story I'm going to read now. Ollie's going to listen. Hopefully he's going to be a good boy. And hopefully Regan's going to be a good girl, right? All right. Amelia Bedelia Road Trip. Yeah. Roman holiday. Amelia Bedelia's father came home from work in a great mood. He kissed his wife. He scratched Amelia Bedelia's dog, finally in her favorite spot right behind the ears. Amelia Bedelia was lying on the rug next to Finally, doing her homework. Amelia Bedelia's father knelt down next to her, but he didn't kiss her on the head as usual. He started tickling her. She squealed. He tickled Amelia Bedelia's most ticklish spot right under her arms. Stop! Stop it, she shrieked, laughing louder. But he kept right on tickling. Mom, help! Yelled Amelia Bedelia. Her mother ran to her rescue. Amelia Bedelia's mom began tickling her dad at his most ticklish spot, right under his chin. He laughed and hollered, "Family tickle contest!" With one hand still tickling Amelia Bedelia, he tickled his wife right behind her knee, which was her worst tickle spot. She began laughing uncontrollably. They all collapsed in a heap on the living room floor, laughing and giggling and gasping for breath. Finally raced around them, barking and wagging her tail. Amelia Bedelia's dad stood up and helped her mom to her feet. Well, honey, said Amelia Bedelia's mother, thanks for the comic relief. That was a fun homecoming. Guess what, guys, he said. My boss gave me a bonus week of vacation for doing a good job at work. Wow, said Amelia Bedelia. Yay, Dad! Congratulations, said her mom. You certainly earned it. What would you like to do? Well, I was thinking, said her dad, how about we all go off to Rome? Yippee! Shouted Amelia Bedelia. We're going to Rome! Amelia Bedelia jumped up from the floor and started jumping up and down, clapping her hands. She had paid enough attention in geography class to know that Rome was the biggest city in Italy, which was a country shaped like a boot. In Italy, everyone ate her favorite foods like pasta and pizza and pastries every single day. Amelia Bedelia hugged her dad. Then she grabbed her mom's... Oh, yeah, you talking? Here, hold that. Then she grabbed her mom's hands and began dancing around the room with her. Finally barked and barked. Golly, said her dad, I didn't think you'd get that excited. Haven't you ever been Roman? How could I be Roman? Said Amelia Bedelia. I was born in the United States of America. Amelia Bedelia's mother stopped dancing but held on to Amelia Bedelia's hands. Sweetheart, she said, where do you think we're going? She had a funny look on her face. To Rome, in Italy, said Amelia Bedelia. Italy, said her dad. We aren't going to Rome, Italy. We're going to Rome. Around. Around? Asked Amelia Bedelia. Where's around? Around where? Around here, said her dad, close to home. For now, we'll have to give Italy the boot. Her dad chuckled at her, as her mother groaned. Amelia Bedelia was disappointed, and her dad's lame joke made her feel worse. She felt like giving him the boot. Sorry to let you down, sweetie, said Amelia Bedelia's mom. If we were going to Rome and Italy, I'd be really excited too. But Mom, said Amelia Bedelia, what's Dad even talking about? Don't worry, said her mom. I'm sure we'll have fun. Amelia Bedelia's mom made an Italian dinner to cure their disappointment. They had spaghetti and meatballs and crusty bread. They had salad with Italian dressing. We'll eat our salads last, said Amelia Bedelia's mom, because that's how they do it in Rome. Well, said her dad, when going to Rome, do as the Romans do. Honey, said Amelia Bedelia's mom, if you make one more bad joke, you'll roam alone. After the dishes were done, Amelia Bedelia's father unfolded a road map and spread it out on the dining room table. He pointed to a spot on the map and said, We are here. I don't see us, said Amelia Bedelia. Our house is way too small to show us on this map, said her dad. This little area is our town. See, right here is Main Street. This tiny green square is the park in front of City Hall. Looking at the map made Amelia Bedelia feel dizzy. She felt like a bird, flying higher than any other bird, looking down on everyone and everything. I thought it might be fun to just drive around our own state, said her dad. There are fun places to go and fun things to do right here. This will be great, said her mother. There's a lot to see in our own backyard. What? Said Amelia Bedelia. First we're not going to Italy, and now we're not even leaving the backyard? What kind of dorky vacation is that? Her parents explained that backyard could mean nearby. They would be traveling hundreds of miles, maybe 1,000 miles, before they returned home. That made Amelia Bedelia feel better and worse. At bedtime, Amelia Bedelia turned off her light, but she couldn't fall asleep. She was excited about her road trip and nervous too. She'd never spent a week away from home before. Plus, she'd miss Finally. She wondered what would happen to them while they were away. What would happen at home that they would miss? That night, she dreamed all kinds of crazy dreams. When she got up the next morning, she was super tired. Amelia Bedelia felt like she needed a vacation. Chapter 2, Packing It In. The day they left was bright and sunny. Amelia Bedelia's father was in the driveway putting their luggage in the car. Amelia Bedelia dragged her bag outside. There were tons of bags piled next to the car. Enough luggage for 2 families. Can all of that really fit in our car? Asked Amelia Bedelia. No problem, said her father. It's part of the job of being a dad, knowing how to pack a trunk. A trunk is definitely too big and heavy, said Amelia Bedelia. You should have used regular bags like Mom and I do. She handed her luggage to him. Good thinking, said her father. As he lifted her bag, an electrical plug and cord slipped out and dangled in the air. He sat the bag back down. What have you got in there? Amelia Bedelia opened her bag and took out her desk lamp. You told me to pack light. This is the only light in my room that isn't attached to the ceiling. You won't need that, said her dad. There will be lights where we're going. Then he pointed into her bag. Is that your backpack? Sure is, said Amelia Bedelia, holding it up for him to see. You told me to pack my backpack, too. Her father shook his head. I meant pack it full of stuff you want to take, not pack it inside your suitcase. Where's the checklist I asked you to make? Amelia Bedelia reached into her suitcase and pulled out a sheet of paper. It was covered with check marks. Making a list of checks got boring, said Amelia Bedelia, so I switched sizes and colors to make it more interesting. Her dad shook his head and said, Now hold everything. Hold everything, said Amelia Bedelia. Dad, I can't pick up all this stuff. Honey, hollered Amelia Bedelia's father to Amelia Bedelia's mother. Amelia Bedelia's mother took Amelia Bedelia back inside to help her repack. Amelia Bedelia, she said, in most families, dads pack cars and moms ask for directions and kids ask, are we there yet? You'll see how it works. When they went back outside, the heap of luggage was neatly packed in the car. Amelia Bedelia handed her bag to her dad. Thanks, sugar, he said. I've got just the spot. He slid it into an empty space. Now the trunk looked like one of those wooden puzzles that are impossible to put back together once you take them apart. Run and get Finally, okay? He said. You're not stuffing her in the trunk too, are you? Said Amelia Bedelia. Don't be silly, said her dad. There's no room. Amelia Bedelia knew her dad was teasing. Finally was going to a kennel called the Paw Palace. They were going to drop her off on their way out of town. At long last, Amelia Bedelia, her parents, and Finally were ready to leave. And we're going to stop there. Thanks for listening, friends. Tune in tomorrow for the next chunk of the story.